Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar. I got a little palate cleanser today. तुमने कभी sports game खरीदा? Did you buy a sports game year after year? Is the answer no? Congratulations, you're not the dumbest person on the planet. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you a question over here. In the gaming industry, right, I always talk about preservation, emulation, all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to buying video games like, I don't know, Modern Warfare 2 on the 360, which, by the way, I can put this disc into an old school 360, connect it to Xbox Live, and you know what I can do? Still play the game online. There's actually quite a few people playing the OG Modern Warfare 2. So, you know, when a game's online comes out, you think, how long do you think the average lifespan should be, right? Because obviously, it costs money to keep the servers up, okay? I get it. I think the healthy age is maybe like 10 years old, 11 years old. Then you can send that to the gallows and call it a day, right? I think that's reasonable. What if I told you a game released in 2022 would lose its online services literally within 24 months? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is WWE 2K, okay? This is the WWE games. My closest connection to this is playing back in the PS2 days, you know, cage matches with the boys. And, you know, recently I remember Champ Chong put me and Charlie into a cell together in this game where we beat the crap out of each other. I know that Charlie ended up winning. I don't know how. I should have been the winner for that. But that was under 2K22. So, which is a fun video. Had a good time watching it. But the fact that that game is not that old, they're shutting it down. WWE 2K22 servers will be discontinued as of January 3rd, 24. All online modes and functions, including matches and community creations, will no longer be available. Yeah, if you've been making like cool little emblems, fighters, you know, I just made SpongeBob, I made Dirty Dan and Pinhead Larry into fighters, and I'm gonna put them against, yeah, that's gone, okay? That is gone, okay? You better switch to the newest slop they made and call it a day. And here's the best part, I deliberately, editing Muda, you better hide this because this is the real zinger-dinger of this. Now is the perfect time to upgrade to WWE 2K23. Thank you for all the support. Dog, in the same message that they told you they were killing a game that wasn't even that old. And again, I'm going to show you when it came out, okay? Because it's actually unbelievable. WWE 2K22 release date. All right, let's see this. March 8th, 2022. So this makes it less than 24 months, ladies and gentlemen, for this game that is, by the way, still being sold on the PlayStation Store for $89.99. That is the standard edition. That's not the deluxe edition. That's not the Rey Mysterio came in my mom edition. That's not the John Cena finger edition. That is the standard goddamn edition for the PlayStation. This is a PS5 game, by the way, too. A PS5 release. This generation of console gaming. And it's already gone. Now, of course, they definitely put a little blurb down here, too. Let's not be unfair. All multiplayer servers for WWE 2K22 will be shut down. So again, you know, reading is not the strong point for a lot of players of this game. They've already just put a tiny little disclaimer blurb. Obviously, that's probably going to get overlooked, okay? Come on now. Yeah, but if you thought this was bad, remember, this is the same company that made NBA 2K, okay? So this is 2K24. I'm not joking with you. They are selling microtransactions for $133 now, okay? This makes it so that if you buy the most expensive edition, the Black.com edition of the Black Mamba edition of the game, that is still somehow cheaper than the most expensive microtransaction that they're putting up. And you know, the thing is, we could complain about it, but at the end of the day, sports gamers are kind of conditioned into this behavior, right? Like, no matter how many times people complain about this behavior in the sports scene, they will still just buy every release every year. Even if the changes are so goddamn tiny, we're talking roster changes. Hell, sometimes it's actually so funny when like older games like code or like older game like materials are just carried over into the newer title. You think I'm joking, boys? Even when the Madden franchise, which, again, Madden might be the worst case scenario here. Yeah, in Madden 2020 or whatever, Madden 20, somebody ended up finding Madden 19 assets for one of the stadiums. Now, obviously, you'll be like, what, they reused an asset? This is just to show you how little effort these developers, sports game developers, put into changing anything year after year. It's not uncommon knowledge. Literally, they are babysitting a license that is already guaranteed to print billions. The NBA license will make millions, billions of dollars for these companies. They could literally they could upload a video of them crapping on the disc, print it and send it out, and people will still buy that and review it really highly for whatever reason. Now, what's really funny is, like, this isn't even the start of it. Like, they straight up put casinos. This is for NBA, by the way, too. They straight up have a casino mode in the game. Like, you got this actual, like, you got this paid for advertisement on the bottom left, and he's playing pachinkos in front of the audience, earning the points. Oh yeah, you want some of that slot machines? Hell yeah, boom, there we go. It's like a casino, except you can't even win the money. All you can win is like goddamn digital trading cards. At this point, NFTs might be a better deal than playing the fucking slot wheel, okay? This is a joke, all right? This is without a doubt one of the biggest jokes that I've ever seen. And somehow they managed to stuff this like basketball game in within this massive casino option they had. But you know what? The audience will buy it, because let me tell you something right now. Even with 43,000 dislikes on that trailer to 4,100 likes, they will still sell this game out like no tomorrow. Now, I know that I've kind of deviated a little bit from WWE. Thankfully, when it comes to WWE, from what I've read into it, not a lot of the game is centered around that internet, online only like focus, but a good chunk of the all of the multiplayer centered around it, which again, losing access to that within like 24 months of paying for a full price game should be criminal. There's something known as planned obsolescence, ladies and gentlemen, which is a strategy of deliberately ensuring that the current version of a given product will become out of date or useless within a known time period. This proactive move guarantees that consumers will seek replacements in the future, thus bolstering demands. So how is this not exactly applicable to what we've seen right here? They knew that they were going to release these games every goddamn year. That's not a shock, okay? But what's funny about it too is, since they know the release date, they basically know when they're actually shutting down the launch for the newer game. So again, pray tell, may I ask you, how is this not planned obsolescence? Yet the WWE community will consistently pay for it, because what option do they have? It's not like there's a market of 10, 20 different people making WWE games. This license gets sold to any game developer, a AAA developer, and then they can pretty much do whatever the heck they want with it. And there's no way NBA or WWE are going to do anything about it, because the money they probably make from a juicy share because of all these microtransactions, they don't actually want this to stop. It's not about making a good game, all right? That's so beyond the point. Why would you even bother making a good NBA game when you're the only NBA game in town or the only wrestling game in town? They're just going to buy from you anyways. All you can really do is introduce so much monetization into the point that the average community will probably be sick of it, but the core whales that you attract, however small they may be, will make up for losing 1,000 players, 100,000 players, all right, in the broad appeal. Yeah, I'm somebody that cares about video game quality, but when it comes to sports games, honestly, I could never even see the appeal. Like, at least with Call of Duty, as much as you want to complain about it, at least they change stuff every year. They introduce, like, at least a cool campaign. Sometimes they change up their co-op. Multiplayer has some, refreshing ideas every once or two times. Okay, racing games, the cars are different, sure. Sometimes they create whole new cities, new pieces of gameplay. The AI gets better, I guess. With sports games, I don't even know if that's entirely reflective at all. But you know what? I think the audience for this is definitely not of the average hardcore gaming variety, okay? For them, they just want to fire up their microtransaction simulator and call it a day. But there have been complaints, don't get me wrong. There's one review that I read which really hit me. This is a WWE 2K23 user review. And I'm not going to detail the name. I'm going to call this guy Peter. Peter writes, "So this year's game is a step in the right direction." Step in the right direction? Oh, by the time they post again that WWE 2K23 servers are going down next year, please buy 2K24. Okay, that's a step. The story is actually pretty good. Graphics are pretty nice. Gameplay could be better, but that's expected when you're using an outdated game engine. My faction is playable to an extent. But the reason for the 4 out of 10, this guy gave it a 4 out of 10 by the way, is for the horrific online servers. Even when the servers are up, 2K, Take-Two, a billion-dollar company, cannot afford or does not care for their online infrastructure for games that are making them hundreds of millions, if not over $1 billion. Insanity. So how bad these servers are with the lobbies crashing and my factions just not working online, the single-player modes can't save this game from this review. When after how many patches your servers continue to be horrible and online being unplayable, then the price should not be $70. It should be like $40 at best. Because once again, 2K releases another unfinished game. So why did you buy it? Why did you put your money and spend it and buy the game? You knew it was gonna be this bad. Anybody that's buying 2K24 or 2K25 now, all right, putting their full $90 is not allowed to complain about this, okay? Because you are consistently rewarding this company by shafting you financially. How this game is not classified as a straight up scam when within 2 years they can kill off a major component of it and just tell you to buy the newest one is beyond me. Could you imagine if Activision did this tomorrow? Like, hey, Modern Warfare 3 is dropping, guys. Anyways, whoever's playing Modern Warfare 2 remake, god damn it, Cold War, Black Ops Cold War, Vanguard, for the 3 people still on that, yeah, get off of it. The servers are going offline. You better buy Modern Warfare 3, and I don't give a fuck if you like it. You're gonna play that version, and a year later, you're gonna buy whatever new Call of Duty we make. Could you imagine if GTA decided, as soon as they drop GTA 6 in the next 3 decades, they're like, all right, GTA 5 players, yeah, you're not playing online anymore, okay? This is going off next year. You either buy GTA 6 or you call it a day. Dude, you could, EA might be Satan's anus, but at least you could probably still load up Battlefield 4 and play that. Battlefield Hardline, which literally has 4 players on it at best, still has its servers functioning. That is insane. But ladies and gentlemen, sports gamers are just built differently, okay? You can complain about everything, but yet you will be the ones that will spend, at minimum, $90 for the game, and God knows how much in microtransactions down the road. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mutahar, and yeah, I'm out.